GF Customs and Reviews.
What's going on, guys? This is Michael MGF, and today I'm going to be doing another custom LEGO minifigure showcase video. This time I have Joel and Ellie from The Last of Us, and after seeing so many requests from you guys for me to make Joel and Ellie from The Last of Us, I figured why not go ahead and check out the story, and holy crap, that story was absolutely amazing. It was brilliant and all of the above awesome. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I thought it was phenomenal, and the tone that game set was just incredible, so I decided I'd go through with it and make the two main protagonists, Joel and Ellie. So here they are, but before I go ahead and go over these two awesome minifigures, I just wanted to mention, by the time this video has gone up, I'm actually not here. I left for Virginia, for Brick Fair Virginia 2013, and the Brick Fair Virginia is the largest LEGO convention in the USA, and it takes place every year in Chantilly, Virginia, and I have been going there since 2010, and I'm really looking forward to this year. It's going to be awesome meeting up with all you guys again, and meeting up with all my good friends. It's always a great time, and I'm really looking forward to it. And there I'll be displaying all of my custom minifigures that are up to date, but older minifigures from like 2011 and before will not be there. Some minifigures are being retired that were there last year that I displayed, but also I'll be displaying my Iron Man 3 mock, and it's if you can see that on my second channel, actually, a link to that's in the description below, as always. But yeah, it's going to be a great time, and I just wanted to let you know that by the time you see this video, I have already left, and I'm in Virginia. But yeah, so let's go ahead and move on to the 360s of these two minifigures. Alright, so out of the two minifigures here, we're going to start off with Joel. And when I had a first look at his outfit, I was like, oh, it doesn't look that difficult. It's just like a simple plaid shirt and jeans. And then I took a second look at it when I was actually about to make the figure, and I was like, well, crap. Like most of my minifigures, he was going to be a project and not something that would be easily accomplished, and it was pretty time consuming and involved to make this minifigure with all the weathering he has and all the different signature aspects to the minifigure, such as his watch, for instance. His watch is obviously a really signature icon to the character in the game, and you can see it has the black lines running through it to make it look broken and cracked just like it is in the game. And you can see on his torso there, one of the main aspects of his torso is the brown plaid effect on his shirt, and you can see that continues onto his shoulders there, and his shoulders actually have the cuffs on the sleeves there, and those are glued on and just add a nice level of realism to the figure, and definitely look great. You can see he has the buttons running down the shirt, and once again, all of this is completely hand painted, no decals or any of that. You can see he has the backpack straps, which run from here all the way to the actual backpack itself, and you can see on the backpack there, I actually have the little buckles on the little straps there, and they look pretty cool. And what's really interesting about the backpack, I guess it's not really like that interesting, but it's a pretty cool little feature, is you can tell like the backpack in the game, it opens up from the top, and the flap opens up from the top, and I actually have that area outlined in black. Just a cool little detail that I added, and you can see the crowbar attached to the backpack here is a Brickforge crowbar, and the backpack itself, along with the bow, this is all pretty much Brickforge. What you're seeing right there, all three of those accessories are all Brickforge. But you can see the crowbar has a little bit of detail to it. It's got like the silver ring around the front there, along with some nice weathering effects to it as well. And then you can see the bow itself is definitely one of the main aspects that I'm really fond of with this minifigure, as it's pretty much just like a basic Brickforge bow that I painted brown and added a little bit of weathering to it. But what's really cool about it is I went ahead and I was like, you know, I had the bow attached to the backpack, and I was like, there's something really missing from it. Maybe I should actually put a thread through it. So I went ahead and asked the mother, and I was like, Mommy, do you have any black thread? And she pulled out her sewing kit of magic, and I went ahead and ran a thread through it, and I'm so glad I did, because it looks absolutely fantastic. And if we go ahead and remove either of these two accessories attached to the backpack, you can see there is a little pouch hidden beneath or behind each one. You can see the other one right there as well. Joel also wields a brick arm shotgun, and I forgot the exact name of it, but this is just one of many of Will Chapman's masterpieces. Of course, this is just a production copy, but it is definitely a very well designed shotgun. It looks great and is completely game accurate to the one Joel uses in The Last of Us. And you can see the stock is completely painted, as well as the pump, and really looking forward to seeing Mr. Chapman again, the head of Brick Arms, at Brick Fair. On the subject of his weapons, you can see all the weapons are completely interchangeable, and here he is with his bow, and definitely pretty cool. And if you're not a big fan of stealth, of course, Joel has his crowbar to walk up and bash in people's skulls, and yeah, so that's a look at Joel with all three of his weapons. And this is a little less noticeable, but underneath his backpack where you really can't see it, just to keep the consistency of the figure going, I went ahead and continued the plaid effect of his shirt. Alright, so now let's go ahead and talk about the head. You can see the head is very nice. I am very happy with the result of it. What this actually was initially was a Superman head that I went ahead and added a beard to, and all of the different damage, you know, the weathering and dirt to his face. But you'll notice on his beard there, a little detail that you can see right there is I added individual little streaks of gray to represent hairs, and then I did that before adding the layer of gray to it, and I definitely think it turned out really awesome. And something that I actually thought that was really interesting about this figure is I was looking at it, and once I had the head done, I was like, this looks good and all, but it's not what I initially imagined my, you know, Joel head would look like before making the figure. So what I did was I went over the pupils with black, and then I added my own pupils, the little white pupils, with my own paint, and pretty much all I did was I made them smaller, and it turns out me making the pupils smaller just really made the figure look that much more like Joel. And if I were to go ahead and remove or change, or, you know, reverse that effect on his eyes, you'd really see the likeness to Joel slip away, and it's just a little detail that apparently was really critical to the overall likeness to the character, and I was just really interested and intrigued by how that worked. But then you can see the beard is painted on, and of course it's kind of like really, it's jagged, it's not like symmetrical or anything, it's supposed to look that way. And you can see he has a little bit of blood on his face as well, and something that's really key to the figure, of course, Joel's in his like 40s, 50s, so he has all that gray, and just like the gray that I discussed on the beard, it does continue with the hair, and he has all kinds of different gray highlights on his hair and beard. Joel's legs, they're pretty simple. I mean, he's just got a basic pair of jeans, and he's just wearing a basic pair of shoes, and pretty much the shoes are represented in a dark brown color, and you can just see all the dirt and blood and crap on his legs, and that's really one of the critical aspects of this figure is, I mean, imagine Joel here without all the dirt, without all the blood. It just wouldn't be the same figure, and pretty much the jeans are just there to kind of continue that. There's really nothing detailed about them other than all the weathering and dirt continuing onto them. If you couldn't already tell, Joel's backpack is completely removable. You can see, once again, all three of these accessories, the backpack, bow, and crowbar, are all by Brickforge, painted by me. But you can see, to keep the consistency with the figure going, what I did here was I actually painted the brace here olive green, just like Joel's shirt, and of course with the addition of the weathering and dirt on it. But the reason I did that is because if you think about it, I don't think Joel's backpack in the game was wrapped around his neck, choking the poor guy. It was, of course, he was wearing it like a normal backpack, and it would just be unrealistic to the character if I were to have the brace dark tan, because then it would just look a little bit strange and inaccurate, and I hope what I'm saying makes sense. So that's Joel, easily one of my favorite minifigures that I've made of this year, and if you agree, be sure to leave a comment below, as your opinion really does help, as once again, it's a minifigure that was definitely quite a task to accomplish, but like I said, it's definitely one of my favorite minifigures that I've made of this year, and the best part about it is that it's a minifigure of a great character from a great game. And here we go with Ellie, and Ellie, she was pretty complicated. I say the most difficult part about making this figure was her hairpiece. You might not recognize her hairpiece from anywhere, and that's because I wouldn't expect you to, because what it is it's actually a Lego Friends hairpiece, a Lego Friends hairpiece that originally had a hat molded onto it, and pretty much I took a filer to it and just went at the thing, and I just pretty much made the hairpiece look as if there was never anything, like, I mean, you probably can't even tell that there was originally a hat on that hairpiece, and I'm pretty happy with the way it turned out. When I was working on it, you know, working with rubber and, you know, sanding rubber and cutting it, it's not that easy, so I wasn't expecting the hairpiece to actually work out, but when it did, I was very happy with the end result, and you can see it looks just like Ellie's hairstyle, and it's great. And just like Joel, you'll notice a ton of weathering and dirt and crap all over her outfit, and you can see that's all over her arms, her legs, her torso, and you can see there's a good amount of that on her face as well. And her face, unlike Joel's, actually is completely 100% painted, and you can see her eyes, her eyebrows, her mouth, it's all completely 100% hand painted, and you can see she has that little scar running through her eyebrow right there, which is also game accurate, and she has some blood on her face, and just like Joel, she has that exact same tactical flashlight on her backpack strap, and her backpack straps are a dark greenish color, and you can see probably the first thing you would have noticed about Ellie here that is missing from, you know, which is not consistent with Joel, is the fact that her backpack is actually painted on, and I have my reasons for that, and the reason being, well, I just felt that it's, you see, like when I put the hairpiece on, there's no room for a backpack, and it's either have an inaccurate looking hairpiece that would take away from the likeness to the character, or just paint on the backpack. So I went ahead and painted on the backpack, and I mean, painting it on is a lot easier because I was able to recognize the shape of it and different little details that I wouldn't have been able to had I used the same backpack that I used for Joel, because Joel's backpack does not look like Ellie's at all. But then you can see her, that's the phone, but you can see the little sleeves right there. They actually have the cuffs, which are glued on, and really do add a nice realism to the figure overall. And you can also see the logo on her shirt right there, which is supposed to represent kind of like a sunset with the palm trees painted on there, and of course all the weathering that went over it. You can also see her pistol right here. The Brick Arms pistol actually has a little silver ring around it to kind of represent, you know, the barrel, or I guess, you know, the chamber on the gun. And then you can see her legs are pretty simple. Really all they are just some basic jeans with a ton of weathering on them, a lot of dirt, and then you can see her shoes are also quite damaged. I think I've made that point clear. These figures are not exactly supposed to look clean, but you can see she has like the white stripes on the bottom of her sneakers to kind of make them look like the shoes she wears in the game. But I mean, other than that, that's pretty much it for Ellie and these two minifigures based on The Last of Us. I really had a great time making these minifigures, so let's go ahead and conclude this showcase video.
No Pun Intended, Volume 2 by Will Livingston. I walked into my sister's room and tripped on a bra. It was a booby trap.
That's awful.
You're awful.
Excuse me, I'm Will Livingston, and I came up with that. Alright guys, so that concludes the showcase video on these two minifigures from The Last of Us, Joel and Ellie. These minifigures were really fun to make, but they are also very time consuming and involved to make, so I'd appreciate if you leave a like below if you found yourself inspired or enjoyed the showcase, as all of your support really does go a long way, and I can't stress that enough. And also, like I said, by the time this video has gone up, I will have left for Brick Fair, Virginia 2013, and I've already posted a vlog on my second channel. Link to that, it's always in is always the first link in the description below. And in that vlog, I discuss where I'll be in the convention, what I'll be displaying, and all that good stuff. So yeah, Brick Fair, Virginia is always the greatest 4 days of the year, and I'm really looking forward to it. Meeting up with all you guys, meeting up with all my good friends. It's always just a great time and something I always look forward to. And I can't believe that Brick Fair, Virginia is already back. I mean, 2012, it was like, oh yeah, Brick Fair, Virginia. 2013, that's super far away, and I blinked and here we are. So either way, I really hope to see some of you guys there, as I'm really looking forward to it. And yeah, and like I said, I'm recording this on Monday, so I'm leaving tomorrow night, which is Tuesday night. But yeah, so you can also follow me on Twitter and Facebook. Links to both of those are always in the description below as well. There I post all kinds of updates and photos on what I'm up to and what's to come for this channel. And yeah, and also one other thing is, because I'm leaving for Brick Fair, Virginia, I will not be posting any other videos until I get back, which is on Wednesday or Thursday, which is after the convention. So, and that's of next week, by the way. But yeah, also, these will probably be the last of the Last of Us minifigures, as I promised I'd make more Far Cry 3 minifigures, and that never happened, and I don't want to make the same mistake and leave you guys hanging like I did. So I'm not going to promise any more Last of Us minifigures, as I like to make a certain amount of minifigures for like each game, or each title, whatever it may be, movie, TV, game, and then I usually leave it off at that, unless it's something like Star Wars or Halo that, you know, has a lot of possibilities. But I mean, I really did enjoy making these minifigures. It's nothing disrespectful toward the series. It's just, you know, kind of, it's just how it works. But anyway, I think that's about it for this video, guys. And once again, I hope you enjoyed, and I think I will see you guys later. All right,
Bye.
but anyway, I decided, okay, you know what, screw it. And Joel here is, I mean, when I took a this video, and I hope you enjoy phone level of realism to the son of a that, and these will actually no, okay, son of a bitch. I'm taking a picture for the Twitters. Yeah. App, along with the to why I can't do. So yeah, either way, okay, I don't tell Joel, and I dropped it. Damn it.